What's up, Vault Hunters? So we are carrying on today with our Borderlands 2 playthrough. We finally made it to the Talon of the God, which is the last mission in the main story in Borderlands 2. So we need to grab Claptrap, and we need to head towards finally taking Jack down. There's lots of other side quests and things we haven't done. Obviously there's lots of DLC content still to have a look at, but we're going to carry on with this playthrough and just get it cleaned up today. Okay, Claptrap's going to meet us there. Just going to switch up my fashion real quick. I feel like we should end the playthrough in Maya's OG outfit. But yeah, that's gone a lot quicker than I actually thought it was going to. As I'm playing the other Borderlands games simultaneous to this, Borderlands 1, this 3, and also playing Wonderlands, I was surprised at how few steps and how fast it actually was to get to this point. I'd always, in my mind, thought that Borderlands 2 was a lot longer main story than Borderlands 3, for example. And
feel that electricity in the air when you're just aching to murder someone. I haven't felt that in such a long time.
Jack is a sicko.
To stop him from waking that warrior, even if it means taking me out. Better dead than a damsel.
Brick and I will meet you out in Heroes Pass. Win or lose, we're gonna finish this together.
Well, obviously my PC doesn't want this playthrough to end either. We're just having too much fun because it actually just crashed Borderlands 2 for the first time ever. That's not something I've ever had before. So, there you go. So there's a few voice lines you're going to be missing out. Probably because Jack and Morty and Brick were having a bit of a chat. But I was just heading over here to show you this little extra room, which a lot of people seem to have problems getting into. Just a little switch up there. So now the lasers are down on this door. You can just head on inside. Just a little extra area to wander around. I did feel this was a little bit underutilized. They could have stuck a little extra boss or something in here, but there's so much in Borderlands 2, it's hard to be mad. There's just a few ballymongs. You gotta take out them ballymongs. Just a few bullymongs to kill. And then a little chest behind me as well. Somewhere there. Backup, huh? Well, we know what to do with backup. Spam the sniper. Wow. That's unique. And that's Bedrock Primal Beast. Was that a completely unique bullymong? Maybe I've been missing something there. I don't recall that ever happening before. A bullymong ripping up the floor and running at me. What? I don't know. Maybe I've forgotten so much about Borderlands because there's just so much packed into these games. I just don't remember that at all. Kind of dazed. Had a PC crash in there as well. First time the PC's ever crashed playing Borderlands 2. So obviously the PC doesn't want to finish this run through. But we are going to try our darndest. We are going to try and take down Jack today. And get the main story cleaned up here. And then we got DLC to look at. Some side questing. Higher level game stuff I'll be looking at. I want to have a look at Digistruct at some point. There's so much. I could give up my day job, and there's just so much in the Borderlands games that I want to make videos on. I could be here forever, man. I could be here forever. That's enough for you. Come on. We might have King Mong around here somewhere? No, it looks like he spawned at the lower spawn this time. That's a shame. We could have tried to get a Bada Boom rocket launcher. That would have been quite handy going into the end here. We are level 29 at the moment, which isn't too bad for ending off, but we might get to some dicey bits here. I didn't really want to go and do loads of farming or anything like that. I wanted to have a pretty raw completion of the game, as it should have been done for most players first time round. Don't be a pain, guys. Come on now. This isn't the area we need to be getting down. We'll be getting down plenty later. But yeah, so it might get a little bit grindy here, might be going a little slow, and the warrior might be a bit of a challenge, but that's the way it should be. Guys want to stop. Yeet. Oh. Badass wreck. I mean, for badass, you could have dropped me a blue, huh? Drop me something a little bit better. Okay, Clappy. Nice. Vault symbol there.
You destroyed my product line. I am the last claptrap in existence, and I am going to teabag your corpse.
Whoa. Claptrap getting serious there. I apologize for the delicate ones in the audience. Who would ever say or do such a thing? Hopefully we'll be okay gear-wise. We've still got a Gunnerang that we're rocking here, which is about level 22, 23, which we picked up while making a video all about Rackman. Check that out on the channel. That's pretty crazy. I put quite a lot of effort into that one. So yeah, please do give that a look. We got the B shield on as well, so as long as we can keep our shield up, we can do some good amp damage. And then we got a few other bits and pieces here. Nothing much that's that level appropriate at the moment. But I think we've got enough there, with enough oomph in it, that we'll be able to get through this without too much fuss. Watch me eat those words. If you really want to watch me eat those kind of words, watch any of the Wonderlands roguelike content I'm doing at the moment. Shill. Because I've been doing some stuff there with chaos levels and running the DLC content, and quite often putting myself out of my depth. Not got the gear, obviously going in as a roguelike, so it can get pretty rough. Okay, I suppose I should concentrate a bit. Also, I don't want to talk too much over Claptrap. Some fun lines and fun dialogue here. I've already talked over too much. I do very much appreciate the faster scope times in Borderlands 3. Shocking. I don't know how many times I've done that while playing.
Yes! I've done it! Shutting the door defenses down now!
Activating additional door defenses.
Wah,
Turrets
wah.
deployed.
Get it? Oh, damn it!
Dispatching additional troops.
Crap on it, Cracker! Robots incoming! We got warlorders, friendo!
Calm down.
I got an idea! I'm hacking those turrets so they'll fight for us!
Do it, Clappy. I got you covered, brother. Jack Trap, Clap Black, whatever your name is. Sorry, little Borderlands movie humor there. If what I do is humor, I'm still not entirely sure. Yeah, if you're interested in the Borderlands movie at all, also I have a video I did on that recently, just talking about the horrendous casting. So give that a look. Just a bit of fun, and I've got another video coming out on that soon. So if you do have any interest in those sorts of things, like, subscribe, blah 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 blah. Help a brother out, help a Vault Hunter out, and subscribe today.
Dispatching additional troops.
How many of these guys are there?
Yeah, I am.
Got something for it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Gotta watch out for those guys. Yowza.
Avoid the bullet! Avoid them!
Good idea. Ooh. Purple. We like that. Ooh, I timed that poorly. That's gonna be a wipe.
Depleted.
Don't worry,
Well,
baby. Happens to
classic.
girls.
If this was Borderlands 3, Claptrap would be able to res me. As it is not, I get to die while he opens the door. I'm such a card. Let's go for a jog.
I will lead you into battle. I will destroy Handsome Jack with my bare hands. I will. Stairs? No!
One of the most memorable gags in the game, and we weren't there to see it properly. Now, Claptrap actually just keeps saying a load of stuff here,
Damn it, Jack.
so
How did you know
I'm going to hang out for a minute
my only weakness?
to listen to it for those who haven't heard it.
And explosions and
So,
gunfire,
fast forward if you're
corrosion,
not
Ebola,
interested.
Viruses, being called bad names, falling from great heights, drowning, adult onset diabetes, being looked at funny, heart attacks, exposure to oxygen, being turned down by women, and pet allergens. Your brilliance is matched only by your malevolence. I'm just gonna go ahead and cloak now. You can't hear me crying if I cloak. I'm so alone. I'll never climb those stairs.
I think that might be it. Can't fully remember. I think that's it. I'd also point out, I think there's multiple times before this in the Borderlands games where Claptrap has navigated stairs without any issue, but it's still a fun joke. Maybe they could have made this an escalator. Maybe that would have been the, you know, nail in the coffin.
Killer? Hmm? The key's nearly charged. This world is gonna end.
Okay, so this is getting real serious. I love all this area, like the way they did these whole sequence of last areas. My goodness, my vocab is terrible. Just as we're working towards the climax of the game, and we've got these sections of dig site. I guess it's just dig site, but it just feels epic. It feels like it builds up. You've got all the stuff going through. You've got more and more troops getting sent at you. Got the lava where the ground's being broken up, where they've been drilling so much. It's just a very good ending sequence. Probably my favorite in any game. I just think that it's paced very well. And then the warrior is just really cool. The warrior is part inspiration for the channel name, VAULTZILLA. So he's obviously a big bad Iridium made monster. He's intended to be a protector of the vaults and to stop people messing with the destroyer's vault. Is my understanding of it anyway. But he is very cool, and I like to think that he wasn't necessarily the most powerful of the Iridium's Frankenstein creations. So I think that there's more surprises out there, more beasties to have to take on, and I would absolutely love to see the warrior's big brother, who I am lovingly thinking of as VAULTZILLA. I don't think so, muchacho.
And now you will fall.
I think I've said this a number of times, but this is a level 23 gunnerang we picked up a while back, obviously, at level 29 right now, with level appropriate enemies at level 30-ish, a couple of levels up or down. But it just goes to show you what a legendary gun should really be. They really goofed up the way the weapon system felt, the rarities in Borderlands 3, in my opinion. Let these guys clean things up for me. Smoosh! Here comes the cavalry.
You get the hell away from my friend!
Oh God, is he screaming again?
Damn it! We can't get through! Mordecai!
Hold up!
Brick, come up with a plan. The way they've got all these clouds sort of pushing in as well, and then when you're in the vault, it's really kind of rolling and swirling like there's a full-on storm raging, like the entire environment is just screaming out for the chaos of the situation. It's just very, very powerful and cool. I'm starting to see sort of more and more of the Iridium ruins here. These are very reminiscent of the Borderlands 1 ruins. Very different, however, from Borderlands 3 ruins, which I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. I do wonder whether there is a logical explanation for that, which I'm hoping to make a video on at some point, because I have such a logical explanation, and a bit of a fan theory about that. But it's just time, man, it's time. It takes so long putting a lot of these things together when you're unskilled like myself. Okay, keep pushing on down here. I've definitely had some horrible times in this section of the game when I've been awkwardly leveled versus what I should be doing when I've been sort of not speed running but rushing through the game trying to level up characters and the like. And yeah, sometimes you're in this section and just absolutely just getting destroyed, just getting absolutely annihilated by the enemies. I'm already rushing ahead too far. Need to keep level with Brick. Well, I thought we were probably pretty clear there. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Once again, the game not wanting us to finish. You dropped off and the game doesn't know what to do with you. I'll get that for you. Nice. You got him, Brick. You did it. You did it. Morty's on this barge the whole time as we traverse through here as well. Very cool interaction with the friendlies. Just storming through actually feels like a good kind of team moment. Morty just relocating and sniping in all the time. It's well designed how they worked that to kind of allow them both to play to their strengths. Just have a bit of extra chaos to the situation. Join Morty in some sniping. Maybe not. I forgot how terrible the controls for this are on
Shut the door, Morty. I gotta circle around and
PC
make a
controller.
shot. Just stay alive.
Also, my left bumper, which I use for jumping. If you don't bumper jumper, you're crazy. But it is dying on its feet, so I can't actually jump every single time I want to, which is nice. Microsoft, sort out your crap. Please get on and build an Elite 3 controller already. You really don't need to do much to make it very good.
And now the murder will fall.
That's your jet loaders.
God damn it. We're taking fire. Just hold on. Almost there. Just hold on a little longer.
Yeah, about that.
I'm back, bitches.
We originally started this playthrough because we wanted to work through all the Borderlands games, just re-engaging with these, just having a bit of fun, just having a chat as we go, and sort of trying to do some of the things I haven't done as much with certain parts of that. So Maya is one of the characters I've played the least in Borderlands 2, and so I wanted to spend more time with her, and so I will be carrying on doing more and more videos with her. But something I intend to do once this playthrough is finished is I keep saying I'm going to start a Borderlands VR playthrough, and my intention with that is to run it with my other least played character, which is Gage. So I should have the opportunity to start that pretty soon. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do that yet. A bit of a different setup than sitting here at the PC,
They're swarming me, Brick.
but should be a bit fun.
Keep going.
And yeah, Gage I have very little time with. I think I maybe sort of started with a character once or twice, but never, I don't think I ever got a Gage to a level 10. I'm very, very naive of Gage. Ah, stuck in the scenery. And now this guy can be a pain.
No!
So, the ADS is so slow, it's crazy. So slow. Ah. The movement speed's pretty rough as well. Where's my team, man? Where's my team? Should probably be doing a bit more co-op with this as well. Once I've finished the playthroughs for the mainline Borderlands games, I'm still toying with the idea of messing around with pre-sequel, although I really don't want to. I really don't like it. But there's so many little different things to dip into. Definitely going to be carrying on with all of that, but the video amount is sort of being reduced at the moment anyway. Probably doing about 2 playthrough style videos a week. And I'm working on other more substantive videos. So talking about lore, talking about gun stuff, secrets, whatever. And those take a lot more time to put together, recording little bits and pieces, writing scripts, all sorts of stuff. So I'm hoping to be getting the 2 playthrough videos a week, and then maybe try and get something extra as well. Or if not, then one of the extras sort of every 2 weeks or so. But we'll see how it goes. Some videos will be faster than others. I just did the one I mentioned earlier about the Borderlands movie. That wasn't too bad. That took me about 2 weeks of doing bits and pieces. I've got another one at the moment. At the moment, it's already taken me 2 weeks. And I thought it was going to take me 1 week. And I think it's probably going to take me another week or two as well. A lot more to it than I originally thought. That's talking about some lore stuff in Borderlands 3. And some of the... one of the changes is sort of a specific video that's going to be part of the series, but it's talking about things in the story that I wasn't so keen on, and how I feel events could have gone that would have been better. There is a vault symbol just below us, which I'm probably going to mess up getting because for some reason I'm terrible at doing the jump anyway. And then, like I say, button problems. So this might take a couple. Maybe I'll just point it out. Maybe I'll just let you figure that out.
No.
Just gonna shoot the floor a little bit, see if that helps me out a bit. You can stop that right now. No, I hear you cry. Don't be a coward. Go and get the symbol. I pressed jump. Okay, so I think the timing was fine on that. I think that was the controller issue. I pressed that what I would have considered early as well. Let's test, because I think certain parts of the button are more receptive to being pressed at the moment than others. Although it seems to be jumping every time now, but I'm almost positive it was the controller. Almost positive. Almost. Let's try again. Let's see how embarrassing we can make this. Floor. Jump. There we go. I genuinely don't think that was me last time. It was you! You did it! Getting so close! Getting so close! So exciting. This area, there's a lot of containers and little nooks and crannies and bits and pieces you can hide in around here, which are very handy once this final constructor bot has dropped, because this guy will just keep barraging you. Scopes are so bad in this game. The ADS is just so slow. Don't have any time to correct. Get our level 30, that's nice. Ah, yeah. That went through the floor, come on. Put it you. That's just about enough of your shooting me in the back. See if we can KO and have to run down the whole hill again. Let's do my point. Right, still working on all of this. Keeping on building up with the... Whoa! Let's just do this random. That's exactly what I wanted. Yeah, still working on building up the elemental boosts for Maya. Very good for elemental damage. Wow, did I? Getting achievements and all. Achievement for killing a flying enemy with a flying TDR weapon, so... Considering I'm just spamming these around, that's pretty good. Oh, and that might be a walk up the hill. Already starting to get a bit more resistance from these guys. Seems to be more here than I remember. That's probably because I normally run past them. not getting rezzed off of this.
Next.
There we go. Cheeky little thing. Nice. Okay. Sure, I still hear flying. You cheeky thing. That was fun. The vault symbol plates on the floor there. They're quite subtle. Bit of detailing. Let's go for a nice quiet run down the hill. We can just enjoy taking in the scenery again a bit more. I knew there was flying. Always try and jump this corner here, but seem to have a problem doing it. And I'm not going to try it right now. But if you can jump that corner, let me know. This guy's still just sitting down here. Who was this? Take that. Don't think there's anything else here to really look at.
You won't need this.
I'm sort of surprised that Gunnerang hadn't done that achievement for me before, because I've been using it for quite a while, throwing them around. Guess it just had to be the right kind of enemy, or maybe it needs to be that it's kind of counted as in flight at the time. Here we are. This is.
You're a plague, bandit. You and your kind have corrupted Pandora with your greed and your hatred. It comes down to me to save this world from your kind. But I'm more than happy to do it.
Thank you, Jack. So this is the Vault of the Warrior. I'm just going to kill myself quick. Go down here. Another little secret area. Shouldn't burn. Get myself a little chest. Big bandits down here.
Whoa.
And then you can come out the bottom here, but you don't necessarily want to, because it's only going to wipe you and pull back up the top anyway. But that's into the vault, which has now been uncovered, decimated. Some cool mechanics with this last boss as well. The scenery is great. I like the rotation of how the boss works. You have lava that is rising as part of that process, and you have to kind of be careful where you're standing, which is quite a theme. They do that in a number of Gearbox games. I feel like I had... Oh no, maybe I haven't done that one. I sometimes have a problem with that with one of the secret bosses on Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, which I can't remember the name, but it's the blue flying one. And it is in another arena where lava rises, and I get all distracted fighting the boss and just run straight into hot death. So it's fun to have that as an extra thing to have to pay attention to. Very epic as we come down here. You've got Elpis and the Hyperion station in the back. You've got the statues, the Iridian statues. Those are very cool. Those are actually used as a mechanic by the boss as well, which... Another vault symbol. For the longest time, I don't think I really even acknowledged what the warrior was doing. Back on console versions, once again, it's harder to actually do that anyway, because in the earlier days of this, you just didn't have... You just couldn't see. You just couldn't see enough. Like, it's like playing with one eye open and being real close to the screen. So you just couldn't see the sort of scope of actions that were happening. You were just running around on fire trying not to die. But there's 4 or 5 sort of Iridian statues in there. And the warrior as part of his rotation of animations and attacks will actually rip the heads off of these statues and hurl them at you. I thought he was just throwing random
Where it
rocks.
all ends. Once Lilith here charges the key, I'll control the warrior and wipe you bandits off my planet. When you get to hell, tell your Vault Hunter friends I said hey.
But yeah, totally epic setting. Everything all sort of lined up, coming together. You got the vault doorway in the background. And then, yeah, he rips the heads off these statues and hurls them at you as part of his rotation. So watch out for that. Wish me luck. Let's see if we can actually get the warrior done first try, or whether we're going to have to go back and forth on ourselves. Also get to take Jack out here. And this is something that I think they... I'll save that for another video. I'll save that.
Hey, you're right on time. Key's nearly ready. But before I cleanse this planet for good, I'm gonna avenge my daughter. Hi, jackass!
Legendary weapons, though. Yeah, all these teleporting sort of copies of Jack, I feel like that could have been utilized in a different capacity. I'll explain that when we get to it. It's in connection to my second film video. But it's a cool thing having the multiple Jacks.
That it? Huh?
Legendary weapon. I mean, it's too fat. It's too powerful, really. I feel like that fight used to be harder.
I'm not dying yet.
Look at the size of that key there, comparison to the size it normally is.
You're too late, bandit. I win.
All the sizes of them in Borderlands 3. Little inconsistency there.
Has ever seen. And it's mine to control.
Look at this guy. Such a cool amalgamation of parts that just create a very alien feeling creature. It also still kind of makes you think about a cute dog. Sorry, boy. You gotta be put down. Oopsie. Now, quickest way to try and get up here is looking for the rack, so... You've got some chrysalics, or chrysalists, You got some crystal monsters roaming around. These guys, chrysalisk, which you normally have to take out a bit of damage on each of their 3 legs, so you can leave them nice and low like that, and then you're going to be able to use them for a nice quick get up if you need to. I am actually really surprised. This has got to be... I know like tons of stuff in Borderlands 2 is nerfed into the ground in some cases, but this feels, even for a level 23 legendary, this feels... It feels like this should be harder. That's chewing through his health. There you go, so you got some heads missing where he's thrown them off. So you can see all the lava rising. Very cool. Nice epic music, good choice of music as well, orchestral kind of chorusing. A cappella. Stomping through him, do like a tail slam. Oof. That hurt and I killed everything. Good work. Oh, that's not a rack, that's a tail. Oopsie. Ah, stuffed it. Well, that was my own fault. Oh, and because it's the boss fight, it'll keep the damage off, I think, so... I think we're just carrying on at that point, nice and easy. We're not farming. And this guy has been farmed a lot. I know he gets himself back. That's fine, that's probably better. Better fill up the pistol, because I'm basically just using that for everything. Little barrier here so you can't hide away on the arena. For some reason when you come back and farm the warrior, I don't think that barrier is there. Which is sort of always been a little bit strange, because it means you can cheese it a bit more, but not that you really need to. The warrior is a fun boss, but he's certainly not the most powerful boss in the game. There you go, ripping the head off the statues. Nice.
No.
There's this chest plate you want to go to for the damage, probably the easiest place to shoot. Although I think inside of his mouth is also a crit, and then there's sort of the sort of side, sort of top two ribs, as it were, are also kind of a weak point that you can shoot and create a crit. Let's see if I can get my eyes around there at some point. Yeah, you can sort of see them just below on the sides. Easier to see direct to the side, but here it comes. It's kind of big, imposing bosses like this with like nice, big sequences of rotations of things they're doing and different kinds of attacks. I don't think there were that many games. I mean, I don't think there's that many games even now with this kind of scale of kind of bosses and boss fights. Gearbox do have a nice play around with various sizes of bosses. I mean, Destiny, I guess, eventually got there with Taken King when they had Oryx very large at the end of that fight. Not that there was that much mechanical in regard of him. Stick with La Pistola. So there's a point you get to here where if the warrior's health is low enough, then he just returns to the first point, which is over here. And then at that point, when you kill him, you kill him. I'm not sure if that was a... Oh no, I guess it must have been. I thought maybe I was a little bit ahead of the window there, but this should just kill him. If you kill him with enough damage before he returns to that start point, he only needs literally like 1 HP to finish him, because he always has to finish in that side so that he can animate, which I just ignored where he spat out some goodies. Let's just clean him up. Hey, I'll just pick up a piece of iridium instead of shooting. Booyah! But yeah, so when he's at that point where he's already dead, but if he returns to this first point, you can literally just go up and melee him in the hand or something and you'll kill him, which is pretty fun. That sort of bit there, that has been changed several times because the warrior often wouldn't disappear, mess up the loot drops, all sorts of other stuff, so that's been changed quite a lot to now him shrinking and disappearing.
See, I could have saved this planet. See, I could have actually restored
Sup, girl?
order. And I wasn't supposed to die.
Just gonna let him stew for a minute while I pick up my goodies.
You're a savage. You're a
Let him get everything off his chest.
You are a bandit, and I am the goddamn hero. The warrior was practically a god.
Oh, wait. Is my gunnerang just going to go and kill him now? Alright, well, fine. I won't let him finish talking then. I mean, I guess that was kind of obvious, but it's because my my gun was ready for a reload. It's the same button. I wasn't looking at an item directly or something, so it decided it was going to throw it. So, oh well. He had it coming.
Nice.
Good loot pool from the warrior as well. He dropped some nice gear. I think my favourite gun in his pool is probably the volcano sniper. Used to love getting a volcano off him. Okay.
Invigorating.
Wait a sec. Let me. You don't want to touch this thing right now, trust me.
Slow down, man.
There's my boys.
Hey, Lilith!
Where the hell were you guys 5 minutes ago? If it weren't for the Vault Hunter, we'd all be dead.
I think that's her way of saying we won.
I figured that.
If I never see this key again, it'll be too soon. It's been fun, you alien piece of shit.
What the? Are those vaults?
You know what that means.
Yeah. No rest for the wicked.
Woo! And that it. And that it. Oh, that is the end of the main story for Borderlands 2. Giving the nice setup there for Borderlands 3 and the continuation of the franchise. Nice little end sequence here, just showing off concept art and bits and pieces. Classic music at this time. They did very good at picking the soundtrack for the early Borderlands games. I feel like that has gone a little bit off tilt, particularly with the ending music for Borderlands 3, which was trash. Utter trash. This stuff tends to be a little bit more, a little bit lesser known, a little bit more indie. Even with Tales from the Borderlands, that was pretty good. I enjoyed picking up Jungle, the band from there that did the sort of main intro track. So yeah, it's nice to have stuff that was a little bit more muso than just mainstream trash, and that's what it is. But yeah, that's Borderlands 2 main story finished up. Lots more things to do. I'm just going to carry on with my looting for the moment. That then tells us that we get the true Vault Hunter mode opened, which is how it works with the Borderlands games. If you don't know, is that once you finished your playthrough, my level 31 character can now restart the whole story, keep all my gear, keep all my stuff. It's effectively Game Plus, which I don't really know if people are doing what you'd consider Game Plus much at this point. It certainly wasn't something I was really aware of when the Borderlands games were out, and a lot of people didn't like it, and a lot of people didn't seem to understand it. But it's not really until you get, you know, into those later playthroughs and you're getting more powerful and you've got all the extra skills in your tree and you're getting all these better guns and bits of gear that you really sort of, and all the enemies are being leveled up and things are getting harder and more chaotic. It's not really until that point that you really get a proper taste of what Borderlands is meant to feel like anyway, which is a little bit of a double-edged sword, because it means that people that play more casually play through the game and they're like, yeah, that's fine. You know, a lot of people don't get a lot of the mechanics and a lot of the things the game is trying to do, whereas more serious gamers, people that are going to, you know, be willing to put a bit more time, a bit more investment into stuff, actually get, you know, to have the real experience. So I do encourage you to do that yourself if you've never done it before. Play a Borderlands game, you know, pick up this one and play it all the way through to UHVM, so the third playthrough where things are just getting crazy. Get to this point and then get into the DLC and all the other things. Borderlands 3 changed the system with that, and I was a bit sad with that. I think it's the wrong decision. I think it's proven by the fact that so many other games are doing Game Plus style structures these days. I think it's something that needs to be included in Borderlands 4, and Gearbox just need to figure out how they're going to go about that. If there's something they didn't like about it, then they need to just figure out what it is, because you know, I think it's great, and I think that OP levels, mayhem levels, chaos levels, all those sorts of things, they have a place as well. But you do need to figure out how to balance these things and how to introduce loot. I've got a video I'm working on talking about the things that should be in Borderlands 4. I've got a video that I'm wanting to talk about how the evolution of loot systems should be moving forward, you know, how loot systems should have got better at this point, and what sorts of things I expect from the future of not just Borderlands but other games as well. If you do like the sound of any of that, Please do stick around. Please do check out my other content. Please do support me in all the standard YouTube ways. You'll be seeing more from Maya sometime soon. But for now, that is the end of this Borderlands playthrough. So I will sign off now. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you had a great time. Take it easy. Have a great day. Peace out.